Omar Don Collins, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mikali.
Sauti Merudi. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
It's not
you
as
know, it's a
cold.
season of cold, so
Yes,
we have to find
yes.
a way to keep ourselves warm.
Warm a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you bring us a book today.
Yes.
It's called
Morning
Shall
Shall Come.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I like what is written here. It tickles the heart, provokes the mind,
Uplifts
uplifts
the
the soul, and it's subtle poetry.
Poetry. Yes, it is poetry.
Okay.
Poetry, poetry, poetry.
Let
And
me
this is poetry refined. I mean, if you read this,
Yes.
My
What
goodness.
do you mean? Please tell us. What do you mean poetry redefined?
Uh,
What's in here?
what is in there is things or thoughts that you can relate to.
Okay.
Most of the times I've had responses from people after reading the pieces, and they say, "What are you talking about, me?" Most of the time I say, maybe or maybe not. What do you think?
Oh no, are they your friends? I'll be so careful around you.
People who are friends, people who are not friends,
Yes.
but people who just, pick a piece, then read it, then they text back and say, "My goodness,
What were you
I'm
talking about?
blessed
Because
that
I
I
think-
read about this." And I
Yeah.
said, I'm blessed that you're able to get it, and I was able to put it across to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So at the back of this book, let me just read because it's very interesting.
Yeah.
It says, struggle is not new to humanity. It has and always will be part of us, whatever form it takes, but the pain. Struggle measures our resilience and builds our fortitude. The more we overcome, the better we become. Therefore, hold on. It is only for a while. Give it another push. Try it differently, maybe. Rest if you must, but do not give up. Morning Shall Come is about rising above struggle. It's a spring of hope and reassurance for better days ahead. It picks on the little everyday things that make life beautiful. It tickles the heart, provokes the mind, and uplifts the soul. This is intriguing. You know, when you talk about struggle, that is exactly what, we are all struggling with one thing or the other.
Yes.
And we were just talking earlier about setting boundaries. And we want to set them up because we're struggling with something. And we're choosing us. Because when you take away that from our spaces, then we'll feel better about ourselves. But it doesn't mean that we didn't struggle.
It's true.
We did.
We did struggle. And you see, Mikali, humans and are beings of struggle. And that we cannot run away from.
Yeah.
We are beings of struggle. When you're not struggling about one thing, you'll be struggling about another.
Yes.
We are in a continuous motion of struggle
That is
in
such
one
a
way or
complex,
another.
thing
You
to
see?
look at and focus on. Like there are other things. We could think about love and how we
Even in love,
we
there
still
is
struggle.
So we are nature of struggle.
Yes.
So
Yes.
What brings even more struggle, but
Yes.
bad struggle in our lives,
Yeah.
is that we want to imagine that we should not have struggle. Yet we are humans of struggle. We are beings of struggle. Viktor Frankl, if you read Man's Search for Meaning, he'll tell you that humans are beings of struggle. When you're struggling to get love and finally get love,
Yes.
you'll struggle to make it healthy.
Yeah.
After you make it healthy, you struggle to make it prosper. After you achieve everything you want, you still struggle to find meaning for life. And it will kill you if you don't find meaning for life.
Yes.
You'll have billions, Mikhail, in your account, but if you don't have meaning for life, it's another struggle that you cannot. So this is we are beings of struggle.
And this is what you talk about in the different mini pieces in here.
Yeah.
Is
So
this really like your main focus, or other things that you talk about as well?
You know,
I know this is the one we have here today, but let's just see if there's something else out there
well,
from.
I talk about human struggle,
Yeah.
but I advocate for humanity.
Okay.
In the sense that in our struggle to be what we want to be, in our struggle to become who we want to be,
Yes.
or achieve whatever we want to achieve, sometimes we do it to a level where we lose our humanity.
Okay.
I want to get to town, but Mikhail is on my way. I push and I go. I lose my humanity. So I'm just getting people back to their humanity.
Even through this, like even when you're going through the struggle.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Because kindness, Mikhail, is the highest form of intelligence.
Are you kind?
I hope I am.
You can't be here throwing amazing
I hope I
nuggets. And then we're just like, oh my God.
You know, and that applies in every facet of life. You know, political life, you know, spiritual life, in economic life, everywhere. Take politics, for instance. If you are a politician, you're an elected member, for instance, Mwikali.
Yes.
And you're struggling to get to higher levels of political engagement, or do this and do that.
Yeah.
But if you lose your, if you lose your humanity, instead of doing that which is good to the people who elected you, you'll be going there to amass wealth for yourself. You've gotten into some kind of class struggle. You want to be wealthy through that instead of making life better.
Yeah.
Doing that which you're elected to do. The same, it applies everywhere. That in our struggle to make ourselves better, let's not forget our humanity.
You know, Oma, you would have chosen to do this in like prose, you know. You would have written beautiful stories for us. You would have said, you know, this and this and that, and give us, you know, everything that you're talking about. But then you chose to do all of this
in poetry.
In poetry.
Yes.
Why?
You see, there is this beauty in diversity in humanity. It's so beautiful. I think some people miss it. You can express yourself in a way that works best for you.
Okay.
And it really does get to people. I express myself mostly in compressed form. And that's what poetry does. It takes a whole world into 3 lines.
Yes.
Right? For instance, if I pick
I'm already
a
somewhere.
poem here.
Okay, so, okay.
Let me take this an example. You'll give me that.
Okay.
Now go tell them this, that love is not everything. Love is everything. We can have a whole
Conversation.
1 week debate on this.
Yes, we can. Please read it again.
Now go tell them this, that love is not everything. Love is everything.
What are you even saying, Don? What is that? And it's true. We'd be here debating about that the whole day.
True.
That it's not everything, but it is everything.
It is everything.
But it's not everything.
But it's not everything. Everything revolves around love.
Okay.
It is love that has made us who we are. But is love everything, really?
No.
Let me take the easiest example, Mikali. If I say I love you,
yes,
it is just that. It is as whole as it is.
Okay.
And if I really love you, it is as whole as it is. But if we can do nothing, or nothing can happen out of that, if we just love each other, then we starve in the house and we die.
Yeah.
Is it really enough? It's just one angle of looking at it, but it can be interpreted in many, many different ways.
Okay.
But one piece I really like about this book, in this book rather,
Yes.
the first piece, if you allow me, I'll read it. Just
Please, by all means, let's all
10
get there.
seconds. The first piece is called Soliloquy.
Soliloquy.
This is conversation with myself.
Yes.
By myself.
Okay.
It goes like
hear
this. Who are we but victims of existence? Consequences of pile choices. Sometimes products of sheer luck, taking form by the nature of our struggle, sinking in the depth of our own pride, seeking more than we can ever finish, yearning for more than we can ever achieve, limitation, defining our wisdom, splendor, yet our folly, being not human as perception, judged harshly through lenses of self-interest. Competition at the core of our insanity, Wikali. Pulling fear from dark corners of imagination. If we were more than this, wouldn't we be gods? Never to taste death, pain, or the wrath of time. Still, wouldn't it be a small heaven down here? Right?
Yes.
If only you valued me first as a human, and I you.
I think it would be a beautiful place to
Wouldn't
live.
it be?
It would be an amazing home for everyone. If you only valued me first.
First,
As a human.
as a human. Not as the CEO, not as
No.
not as anything else, but
Just
as a
human. Because that is what we all are.
Yeah,
We are humans.
we are humans.
What is the hardest thing for you when you're coming up with these pieces? Especially in this particular book, because the truths herein, the truths.
I was one time asked about that. Tell me about, what do you write? What do you write? I told them I write my thoughts, those things I see, I experience, I observe.
Yeah.
I write about myself and I write about other people. I speak to myself as much as I speak about other people.
Okay.
But in all these conversations with myself, I have more questions than I have answers.
So you just write and then we get to think.
Mind is to provoke you to think.
Yes.
What do you think about that? What do you think about this? When Socrates used to speak to his students, he mostly used to ask them questions. And I think it perfectly works best. When I poke you to think about what you've done, you digest it more than when I tell you, Mwikali, I've done this.
Yes.
So think about it. Is it really good?
Am I treating people as just humans first?
Yeah.
Or am I seeing the labels that you come with?
Yes.
Or what you're dressed in?
Yes.
What your skin color is like?
Yes. Yet to say that if you are indeed true to yourself, because here I call for authentic solidarity in handling human struggles.
Okay.
Authentic solidarity. Because nowadays we have so much plastic polluting our minds, like it's polluting the environment,
Yes.
the plasticity in people. But are you the same Mwikali when you go to lie to bed by yourself at night?
At night. Am I the same thing
Are you
that
the same thing that you are
I was
in
telling the
public?
whole world that I am?
Yes. And when cameras are not watching and eyes are not
Who
prying,
am I?
who are you?
When
are
you
you
lose
doing
the title.
that which you can do when you're in public?
Yes.
Or are you, if under, the cover of darkness, you're a different Mwikali?
Person. Yeah.
Right?
Be true to yourself.
And something intriguing, Mwikali, I don't know. People fear being themselves. It's the greatest we have seen in people. Just being themselves.
I could be here with you the whole day and we'd talk about this. But they're shouting in my ear that we have 2 minutes.
Oh, no.
Or less. Oh my God. Oh my, this is a beautiful book. I've seen Jaber in here. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Jaber, kuna moja hapa ya Jaber. Hebu tuambie Jaber. Is it a nice one?
It is a nice one. You see, I've said here,
Yes.
it picks on the little everyday things that make life beautiful.
Okay.
For instance, if we talk of the concept of beauty, every time when people talk about beauty,
Yes.
let me say the beauty of a woman as an example.
Okay.
What will they write? Hair slipping on her shoulders, tall, light and slender. Is that really what beauty is all about? It's not. There are so many forms of beauty that we don't appreciate. Why can't we open our eyes for once and just be true to ourselves? I'm not that description that somebody will say as beauty.
Yeah.
But am I not beautiful?
I am.
Why are we looking for perfection in everything, yet humans are not perfect? It is the beauty, it is the imperfections that makes us beautiful, Mwikali.
Oh, but where are we going to get this book? How much is it going for?
It is only 800 shillings.
Okay.
As affordable as that.
Yes.
You can get it from Nuria. You can walk into the Writers Guild bookshop.
Okay.
And you can acquire this.
Okay.
Tell me what you think about it after you read it.
Absolutely. How can they get through to you, though, after getting the book and they want to give you feedback? Social media, are you there?
Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere. Ouma Don Collins.
Okay.
Just as it's is
written
in the book.
Yeah.
Ouma Don Collins.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
through.
Thank you so much.
This was interesting. We probably needed more time to understand what is going on in this genius mind of yours. But, well, time has done the thing. Some of the things we're struggling with.
Struggle.
We're going to take a very short commercial break. We will be right back. This is Full Circle with Mwikali.